So I almost died, and instead of having some deep and profound realization, I just stopped stressing about everything. Like bills, who cares? Traffic, it's easy, it's okay, I can cope. People, who cares what people think? Is it some spiritual enlightenment, or is it the fact that I'm just getting too old now and don't care anymore? I mean, a near-death experience can really change your perspective of life. People often describe it as a kind of reset, a wake-up call that jolts them into seeing what really matters, who really is important in their life. The effect can be emotional, spiritual, or even psychological. Let's go back to that experience just briefly. I was in hospital with pancreatitis and things went astray, and I got sepsis really, really badly. And all I remember is that I was just delirious, and they said they have to they cut my t-shirt. They asked if I could cut my t-shirt. We have to prep you to put you into an induced coma. Shall we ring your wife? I said, no, don't worry about that. It's the middle of the night, I was rolling around. Anyway, they rang her, and she came, thank goodness, because I didn't think I was going to make it through the night. So I was like a final goodbye, and it's weird to feel that you're in that situation. You're too sick to respond properly or even think about what you want to say. And you have all these doctors and nurses around you doing all these things. I don't know what they were doing. Getting ready to put a breathing tube in and throw me on a machine. And I remember saying, I love you, and look after the kids, and she hugged and kissed me and said, I will, and I'll see you on the other side. Something like that. And that was it. Was that it? Was that going to be the final moment of my life? And you don't say anything profound. You don't say anything, it wasn't meaningful. I did it, I loved her and my children. But you never think, is that it? Is that going to be the end? Am I going to be swimming with the fishes? And talking about swimming with the fishes, when I was in the coma, I remember being sort of in this boat, and a large boat, like a big ferry or something, and the water kept rising. The boat was sinking, and the water was rising. I remember it coming up me, and then it would recede. And then afterwards I felt, is this sort of me getting closer to dying as the higher the water rose? And when it receded, was that mean I was getting better? Was I, going to survive this? And it's weird when you're in this situation, because you have no sense of reality and you think this is your reality. Because I remember going to sleep in my coma. So I'm tired now, I'd go to sleep and I'd dream. Well, I thought I was. So the whole reality was shifting all the time. It was weird, because if someone came in and talked, you would hear their voices, and then you couldn't respond, but you put that into your situation in your mind, and create this reality around that voice. And it was bizarre. It was really bizarre. Just a quick reminder, if you like this video, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Okay, let's carry on. Afterwards, and now, what experiences have I taken from that? I appreciate life much more. It's not the big things, it's the little things, the smells. It's interesting, the smells and the way you see nature, the plants, and how much you appreciate growth and life and seasons. How things change, like these beautiful flowers. Spring's such a wonderful time. And you feel more present in that time. You feel more present where you are. Even things like a cup of coffee, the smell of the coffee, the sounds of the birds, just all these little things that you've taken for granted over your life. And then you realize that this is so nice, this is so important to you. Your relationships change. I mean, I feel I'm more intense now in our relationship and relationships I have with people. I want to be part of their lives. I want to sort of, I want them to remember me, and I want to be good. I want to be nice to people. I don't want to be angry anymore with people. In the traffic, I'm much more relaxed. I don't scream or shout. I go, nah, no problems. Okay, do that, mate. You're a silly whatever. That's your problem. It's not my. I don't get stressed anymore. And I think this is part of the simple life that has developed out of I think the simple life for me has developed out of this, being able to live a less stressful life. I don't fear death anymore. Oddly enough, coming close to death can reduce the fear of it. You accept it. You accept that we're all going to die, some earlier than others. And some people say that they came away with a sense of peace or even curiosity about what comes next. And yeah, I have that curiosity about what comes next. Some mention a sense of interconnectedness. That's a big word. I've had this religious moment. I've seen God, or, I didn't. Maybe that's a sign of what my life has been. I'm not going to see God. But it's a spiritual thing. It doesn't have to be a religious thing. It can be a spiritual thing. And I think that it comes, the way you interpret it is the way that you're brought up, or what your beliefs or faiths are now. And after an NDE, you may feel that you've had a second chance. That brings a stronger desire to live a more honest life. And that's why I'm saying that not getting angry with people anymore. But again, is that just because we're getting old? I mean, the older we get, we tend to become less tolerant of people. And we just, we realise we don't have to stress out so much about things. And we want to do work that matters. We want to help people. We feel that we need to give back something in society. And give something to the people around you. It doesn't have to be financial. It's just being there and spending time with them. The mental and emotional aftershocks of coming out of a coma or a near-death experience, it's not always a good thing that when you come out of such an experience. There's a lot of emotional turmoil and depression. I think for me it came in. I had a period there when I got depressed and really thought, what the fuck's going on here? I can't do this anymore. But I did, and over the last few years, since my health has deteriorated a bit because of my disease, it's put what my experience of life, how can I enjoy that more, into perspective. And and by doing the things that are important to me and being with the people that are important to me. And after getting through that emotional experience, it came much later. It was like 8 years, something after I was in hospital, that I got depressed. It was real aftershock. Boom. I suppose because I was 50-something, a midlife crisis, maybe. But I got through that. It took some time and it took a bit of help, but we got back on track, and then I started getting sick again. And that does put you down, but I'm dealing with that, and I accept it. And I accept the situation I'm in now. And what you find is that what no longer feels important, I mean, sometimes after a near-death experience, the stuff we used to chase, like money, status, approval, ego, your ego would play a big part. It doesn't mean anything anymore. It doesn't matter. It's not important. I mean, we don't have much money, and we get by, and we're happy. We enjoy our lives. We enjoy our simple, slow life. And for me, in my state, my health state at the moment, that is just the perfect way to live. It's low stress, low impact, easy going. And that's what's important to me. Have you experienced being in a coma or really sick or near-death experience? Or have you got a disease that affects you now, that is changing your life, the way you see your life, or a cancer, and are being treated or have been treated? Do you see the world differently after going through life-changing experiences? I'd love to know. Leave some comments down below, and let's share these experiences. I think they're important. I feel for you, and stay strong. So is this a superpower that has happened to me about having this stressful life, or is it just a side effect? I mean, what's the deal? Did I unlock some cheat code to a stress-free living, or am I just running out of cares to give? I mean, do you really do you notice that other older people like us? Older people like us just don't care anymore. Is it just age, or is it some profound thing that happened to me? Let me know in the comments below what you feel about it, and how growing into these mature years is changing you and your outlook on life. So to wrap it up, look, almost dying isn't one of the things that was on my bucket list. But if there's one thing I've learned, is that 99% of the things we worry about is just not worth it. If you're freaking out over something today, ask yourself, will this still bother me if tomorrow I'm almost hit by a bus? If the answer is no, congrats, you're free. Get on with your life. Hey, thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Till next time. Bye. And remember, if you like this channel, give us a thumbs up.